Hey everybody, welcome to T. Roy Cooks. I appreciate you joining us. Today I'm going to show you how to do some pork ribs on the Santa Maria grill. Stay tuned.
T. Roy.
T. Roy Cooks.
T. Roy Cooks.
T. Roy Cooks.
T. Roy, Austin, Texas.
Alright gang, here's what we got. We got one rack of baby backs. We got one rack of St. Louis. And these ribs are provided by Lobel's of New York. Hope y'all go check them out at lobels.com. A link will be down below in the description box for you. Y'all check out this marbling on these ribs. When you're looking for ribs or any kind of meat, really, except for chicken, poultry and stuff, but pork and beef, look for the marbling. That's that fat that's going to render out and keep this really juicy and make meat tender when you're cooking it. Now you can put you some Worcestershire sauce, you can put you some mustard on here, but for binder, I'm going right here in this bottle. I've got me about probably a third worth of apple cider vinegar and 2/3 worth. I'm using some pomegranate juice. You can use cherry juice, apple juice, orange juice, whatever. I just actually prefer the mixture I have because apple cider vinegar is going to kind of tenderize the meat a little bit as it cooks, and then you get you a darker juice like this pomegranate juice. That's going to add some color. Okay. Now I've already done the back side. I took the membrane off of both of these racks. I've got my Santa Fe mixture here. Santa Maria mixture. Salt, pepper, garlic. Going on with some of that. All right, let me get these done. Let me get that patted into the meat, and we'll bring you right back and we'll fix to throw it on the grill, folks. All right, we're gonna go on with the ribs. Just like so. And again, I could not find any oak. So I've got mesquite that I'm using down here, real mesquite wood. I'm just going to let these babies rock and roll, and I'm probably going to lower them down another notch. What you want to do is let that flame just kind of kiss these a little bit. Go like that right there. And of course add more wood as needed. Watch it though. I mean, you're going to be cooking these most of the time on the bone side. Flip it over midway through the cook to get it a little bit of color on this other side here. But watch these closely. You don't want to burn them up. And I'm still learning this grill, so in fact, right now I'm going to go ahead and raise it up. Raise it up one more. There we go. I feel a little more comfortable. I'd rather take a little bit longer with the meat away from the heat instead of cooking it hot and fast close to the fire, me burning that up. Because I don't want to mess up these Lobel's ribs, man. That's some good eating right there. Anyway, bring y'all back here in a little bit and we'll check on them. Alright guys, it's been about a half hour. I'm going to go ahead and spray these. Just spritz them up real good. I'm going to check, make sure we're not burning up the back side too bad. Just give these a flip, see what they're looking like. Yeah, those are kind of getting a little singed. I'm going to go ahead and flip them over just a little bit. Check these out. Now, these are looking really good. Yeah, that's looking real good, folks. Spray the back side. And I might have it just a little bit too close to the flame for my liking, so I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. Let's go up 1.5 turns there. We're going to let it rock and roll a little bit, get a little color on that front side, on the top side where the meat is. And we'll bring y'all back here probably about 10-15 minutes, but they're looking pretty good right now. It's been 10 minutes. Let's check this side, see what they're looking like. I think they're looking really good. Now, when I stoked my wood down here, it flamed up really good. So I went ahead and raised this up to about the highest position. The flames are just now starting to die down just a little bit. That rack still has a ways to go. This one's getting pretty close to flipping. But make sure you keep your wood going. So I've got a spare hunk of mesquite right here ready to go. So when I start busting these up and they form little coals, I'm going to go ahead and add some more wood to it. But keep an eye on it, folks. We're going to go about another 5 minutes and I'm going to check on this baby back again. Well, let's see what we're looking like now. It's been 15 minutes on that side. I think that is fine and dandy right there. What do y'all think? That's dark enough for me, man. How about this one over here? Actually, I think I could go a little bit longer. Now I've got a pretty nice breeze coming through. It's coming this way. So what I'm going to do, well, I guess I could just flip the rack. You could turn this and rotate it 180 degrees, or you could just move the ribs. I'm going to do that. I think the heat's carrying over this side more. I'm going to put these over here, kind of to the edge, off of the fire. I'm going to go ahead and lower it just one notch, one full rotation. There we go. And again, my wood's starting to dwindle down, so I may add some more wood here shortly, but we're gonna let this go another 5 minutes, check it again. All right guys, it's been another 5 minutes. Let's flip these over and see what they're looking like. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think moving them over to this other side where the wind's blowing, you know, this way, I think that that really helped. Make sure these aren't burning up too awful bad. Yeah, I think they're all right. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'll go ahead and add this other piece of wood on here because my wood's kind of dying down over here. Go ahead and spritz these again. Oh, I wanted to mention too, y'all may be, a lot of you that are in the Santa Maria area in California, y'all probably do not raise your grate this high off of the wood. But I wanted to mention that of the woods that are used in barbecue type cooking, mesquite is probably the hottest burning wood that there is. So if you're using oak, hickory, pecan, fruit woods, any of that stuff, your grate's going to be lower, okay? I just happen to be using mesquite. That's all I can get a hold to fresh. And we're just rocking and rolling over here. I don't want to burn these things up, like I said, so we're going to keep going. I'm probably going to lower this down after that wood catches fire. And I'll bring y'all back as these are getting closer. We've been going about 45 minutes right now from what I can remember. So we'll keep checking on it here in a little bit. And I'll bring y'all back. And I think these baby backs are getting pretty close. Now they're not like if you did them low and slow. They're not going to like bend halfway. But you can take your toothpick or some other kind of a probe like this and just poke and see how tender they are. And folks, I'm telling you, these are pretty tender right now. I think these are getting there. Maybe another half hour, maybe another 20 minutes. All right, so these are gonna come off first, as baby backs usually do. Now, I've got some of this rib candy right here. This is from Texas Pepper Jelly. Links down below. Just hit show more for Lobel's and Texas Pepper Jelly. But this is their rib candy. It's the apple and brown sugar. This is some excellent stuff right here, folks. We're gonna put some of this on, and right at the end here, if you want to put barbecue sauce or anything like that on your ribs, this is the time to do it. Right at the very end, and we're just gonna coat this up pretty good. You know, just a thin layer of do it. Let that cook on there for like another 5-10 minutes. Let these keep going. We'll bring y'all right back. We're taking these baby backs off. All right, folks, it's been 5 minutes or so. Tell you what, doesn't that look gorgeous? All right, we're gonna take these off. We're gonna let them rest a little bit. Gonna bring these over more towards the center. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier, I did rotate these 180 degrees. Just picked them up, flipped them around 180 degrees just for some even cooking. In fact, I may put these back on this other side just a little while. Spread my coals out more evenly and try to get it more brown, a little bit more brown on that top side where the meat is. So we'll bring y'all back when we're adding some rib candy to this rack right here. All right, gang, I'm gonna go ahead and spray these one more time. I did lower the grate just a little bit. I added some more lump because my one log I had down there was kind of dying out. So I put some more lump in there and flip this over, kind of let it brown on the ends a little bit. I kind of had it angled this way to kind of brown just one end, and I flipped it 180, brown the other end. Now we flipped it back over to the top side. If you want to see what the bottom side looks like, there we go. Looking pretty good, man. Looking really good, in fact. All right, now it's time to go on some more of this rib candy. Woo! Oh yeah, that's real wood, baby. Now we're talking. This rib candy's got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat, and it adds a nice sheen to the meat. Give it a nice color. Alright, so we're going to let this set up on here for about 5-10 minutes. And we'll bring you back when we're cutting this off. Cutting this up, though. We'll check it here in a little bit. Alright, my dogs are telling me it's done. We're going to go ahead and pull it off. It's been about 5 minutes. So total cook time, and that one's actually been pretty good. Total cook time on the baby backs was an hour. Total cook time on the St. Louis was about an hour and a half, just so you know. But again, that's using mesquite, and that's raised this up. The grill grate is actually a good ways off of the grill where the fire is, so your mileage may vary. We're gonna let this rest here for a little bit, and we'll check back in here in a little bit when we're cutting these up and tasting them. Stick around. All right, guys, these ribs are done. Let's go ahead and cut into them, and let's give them a taste. Let's see what we got going on. I'm gonna do the St. Louis ribs first. kind of cut right here in the middle. Well, it cut really nice. Cut one of these middle ribs out of here. Alright. Flip that baby over. Just like so. Let's go ahead and cut us one out of the baby backs here. These baby backs are super tender. Alright guys, here we go. Let's give these a try. Alright, baby back. Here's your St. Louis. Let's do the baby back first. Gorgeous, gorgeous baby back, man. Not a whole lot of smoke ring or anything, but that's fine. That's fine. Here we go. Oh man. Oh yeah. It is really tender, actually, really tender. A lot of flavor. Man, that is super, super good. Just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. Tastes great on these ribs. And right at the end, you get a little bit of that sweet heat from that rib candy. My gosh. I don't want to put these down, man. It's good. But we're going to try these St. Louis. St. Louis ribs, folks. Now check that out. Here we go. I tell you, these are more tender than the baby back. Tell you what, man, this pork from Lobel's has so much flavor. Much more so than you get in your local grocery store, folks. Oh man. When you're doing Santa Maria style, just keep it simple. Pretend like you're cooking out back or in a campfire. That is so good. Man. That's totally awesome. I'm totally impressed, man. Seriously impressed with the Santa Maria grill. Folks, you got to give this a try. Get you an open pit, get you a Santa Maria attachment, and y'all got to check this out, man. This is seriously some fine eating. And again, I got to thank Andy Olson and Junior over at Gabby's Grills. He makes these Santa Maria grills. Links down below, folks. But anyway, hope y'all check them out. Hope y'all give it a try. This is some fine eating. And always check out the meat from Lobel's. It is the finest meat on the planet. Shipped fresh to you, never frozen. It's good stuff, man. Appreciate everybody joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give me some thumbs up. Hope you share it. And when you do, please tell all your friends, Leroy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.